Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to JB's Crochet. I'm Amber. I woke up, looked at the alarm. No, not the alarm clock. Well, I looked at an alarm clock, but it's just a clock, radio. And it said 6:45. And I go, whoa! What happened to my alarm? Y'all, I slept like I zombified my snooze, like off. I was like, I don't know how that. I have no memory of turning off my alarm at all. Good morning. I wanted to say Robin Williams. Good morning, Vietnam. For some reason, I have Frizzy, Jay. Good morning, Steven. Good morning, Marianne, Susan. Good morning again, Kendall, Melissa, Jay. Yeah, I am like tired and had a little bit of headache this morning, but I was like, I'm good. We're going live. I don't know. It was so weird. God woke me up at 6:45 and I said, whoa, I need to get up. And I did. I even ate and got done early. So I just opened this and it has the peppermint in it, but for some reason it smells different than it normally does. I'm wondering if this is one of those like end of the, the chapstick has that like waxy smell to it, even though it is beeswax, but not like beeswax. It has, I don't know, it's a weird smell to it. I can't use it. It like, Good morning, Lisa H. Zach, good morning. You woke up at 4:30? Yeah, apparently I needed that extra 45 minutes, Margaret. Apparently. I don't recollect pushing that. It's my phone is my alarm clock, and it was like I have to push snooze or stop, and it wasn't snoozed. I pushed the stop button. It was funny. So I've been up for 45, almost an hour now. I feel like I'm still getting that wake up energy, that I'm awake, but I'm still getting that energy from waking up, I don't know, Margaret. I'm going to throw it away. I got a bulk package of them, 3 and 3, so it was bound to happen. So I'm not a huge fan of this, but it was like one of those chapsticks I grabbed in a haste. And so it's sitting right here on my desk. And I'm just like, drink more water as I'm like plastering this on here. Yeah, I need to drink more water. And that would help. Excuse me. Nine hours. It's been a while since I've gotten that many hours. I also went to sleep late last night because I was watching a show on Hulu. I had to keep watching, so I was fast forwarding through it, certain parts of it, the boring parts of it, just to get through this show faster. It's like, it's late. I need to finish watching this episode. I need to let that soak in for a minute and then take a drink. Or get a straw so I don't have to worry about it cutting off. I definitely put way too much on there because it's like, that chapstick, it slathers way too much on at one time. It's a little better. It's still like, that's why I like the Burt's Bees. It's like, it doesn't do this. There we go. I think I got half of it off. Oh, goodness. So sorry, Frizzy. You're in my thoughts. You're in my thoughts. I wish I could figure out what this was, what size this was. I'm pretty sure I bought a 6.5. 99% positive this is my Hobby Lobby hook that I bought. And if I remember correctly, it was a 6.5. My little measuring thing that I have, it's hard to tell. If I measure it, it comes out to be about a 6.5 millimeter. Oh, wow. I think we're all just I think the time change is just catching up to a lot of us, you know? It takes 2 to 3 weeks, I feel like, for myself and my children to get back into a, you know, what is it called, that rhythm, to get back into that sleep pattern, you know, that rhythm of sleep. I don't know, because of that time change. Good morning, Mindy. So, I have not touched these since last Thursday. We got time. Christmas is still 6 weeks away, at least. Somewhere in there. 5 or 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I don't know. It's less than 2 months. So, I mean, it'll be a decoration at some point. But I've got 4 of them done. I need to block these, but I have all those on there. I could move one stack because I don't have. Well, good morning. This cat has been like my shadow this morning. Like, she has been so lovey. Like, lots of like meowing and talking to me. Circadian rhythm. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it takes a few weeks for that to get back into going again. But what I was saying is, on my blocking board, I could probably move one stack and distribute it through the other 3, because I only have a handful more left to put on those 3 stacks if I did that. I might be able to. I don't know. I need to block these so they lay flat. Circadian or music. Lana, you're too funny. Oh. Good morning, Grammy Rita and Arrow. Good morning, good morning. And Cheryl Lee is here. All right, what color? I started with this color. One of these days, I'll show you guys the stockings I made for the kids. Well, for the whole family. I want to say I used a bobble stitch pattern, because I feel like, if I remember correctly, it has bobble stitch rounds, every other round on it. Oh, and I wanted to show you, I'm going to go ahead and show this to you now. But I had this done quite a ways yesterday and then frogged it all back out. And I made my center rectangle smaller, and I think it's working out better. It still feels a little on the skinny side, but I feel like it's growing a little bit more equally together. It's not a square, so I can't expect it to grow the same on every side. But this is almost one cake of each of these. Once the orange is gone, that is the last color of that cake. The dark green is the second to last color of its cake, and then this light blue turquoise is the last, or the second to last color of its cake. Somehow I went through the yellow one faster. Either I had less yarn on it or it just went up, it got used up faster. I don't know. So as I'm working it up, I'm trying to figure out which one of the other cakes I want to add attached, you know. Thank you, Arrow. Yeah, I was tempted to start another one yesterday, not like this, but y'all, this feels like a rug. It's so thick. It is so thick. And then, like, it's squishy. It has a squishness to it. So I do like it. I do like the way it's turning out. I just gotta finish it. But no, what I was saying is I considered starting a second rectangular blanket in a single strand to see how, you know, it would work up. I had to reduce the rectangle down so I initially started with 15 inches of those loops, those foundation loops. I had to reduce it from 11 of those loops, which was 15 inches, down to 7, I think. Maybe 6. I'd have to count again. But like I reduced it down four loops down to 10 inches. So yeah, because it was way too skinny. It was growing way too y'all, I got to the point of where I'm at right now. Maybe a little bit further. No, right about where I'm at right now. And it was on my lap and it was reaching my feet lengthwise, or you know, the longwise, when you turned it lengthwise, I was almost touching my feet. I was able to like keep my legs warm. Whereas right now, I feel like I'm only having to cover my lap at this point. It could be used as a rug. I don't want it to do it as a rug though. I want it as a blankie, a big chunk, as Marianne calls it, chonky, not chunky, but chonky, a chonky blanket. You know, a big, just I don't know, fun, heavy, chonky blanket. Tunisian. Okay, so that's not Tunisian that I was showing you, Susan. These are Tunisian. This is not a blanket. I am making a stocking. This is MDL Crochet's Christmas stocking pattern that he put out last week, So he put it out for his members last week, and then it was publicly released at the end of last week. So you make 13 of these squares, sew them together into a stocking shape, and call it good. You would use cotton, yeah. Well, don't get that idea in my head, because now I gotta go pull out cotton and try this. But then instead of doing a big hook, you would want to do you want it to be nice and tight, so that way it's not catching and things. It's more like rigid. So I would definitely go down a hook size. I would make the hook size smaller is what I'm saying. If I was doing 2 or 3 strands of cotton, I would definitely do a smaller hook just to make it nice and, tight. This is a Hobby Lobby hook right here, Arrow. Ooh, that was almost loud. And it's like a $2 or $3 price point, maybe less than that. With tax, it might be around $2 or $3. I don't know. So I don't need a slip knot on here. So no, I was just gonna. I actually had to rewatch the video last night just to make sure I had my numbers right. So I could work on it today. I gotta get that dragon done, y'all. I still am indecisive on that thing. I think I'm just gonna stick to my original plan on the dragon for tomorrow. Thicker cotton? Well, I mean, like if I were to make it in this pattern that I have for the rectangle blanket, it would still have the same thick, it would still be thick and textured and things. So yours is $1.79. That's what I was saying, Lisa. I was like, I can't remember. They don't have a ton of options, but they had this one. And I was like, it's around $2 or $3 with tax and all that. So yeah, I couldn't remember. I knew it was $1 something, $1 and some change before the taxes. 2, 3, 4. It is a double-ended. It has the hook up this way, but I'm currently using it at this end, and see how it's pointed the other direction. And I'm pretty sure this was a 6.5. I'm pretty sure this was a 6.5 that I got. They had a Susan Bates one too, I think. And it's, yeah, I don't even have the tag off the Susan Bates one yet. Because this one's a 5.5. I'm pretty sure I got this either from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I thought I got this from the same store. But I kind of wish that the one I'm using had the Susan Bates hook heads because of how pointy they are, but yeah, that's why I was like, this is a 5.5, so this is quite a bit bigger. Pretty sure this was a 6.5. I can't remember where I got this. It was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I think it was Michael's. I don't know, but it's a Susan Bates one. I think you can find this one fairly. That, or I might have got this one. Actually, I might have got this one at Joann's before it closed. I think I got this one at Joann's. I don't know. Can't remember. I know. It is very awkward. All that hook over there, it's heavy-ish. But you just kind of, I don't know, you get into a rhythm with it and you kind of get used to it. I choke up on this hook a lot because I don't have the handle like I normally do. And I just go slow until it gets big enough. And keep recounting because I keep messing up here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2 more stitches. It's really not that bad. And honestly, to start this part, it says you can use a regular crochet hook, but I'm like, well, I don't know what the size of this is. I'm like, because I'm partially like, it might be a 6.5, then I'm like, I'm just going to use this as my hook the whole time. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one more. Goodness sake, my brain just doesn't want to remember this morning. 8. Tighten it down a little bit. Yeah, the hook wants to fall out of my hand, but make it work. I'll make it work. This is why I wish I had the pointier ones. There we go. One, and see, I'm not even doing Tunisian yet. This is just the beginning. 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me just a minute. I'm going to count these out and then I'll look up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to 16. 11, 12, 13. Yeah, this is like, it's hurting my pinky holding it up. 14 and 15 and 16. And I slip into the first one. Pull that magic circle in a little bit. I don't like how loose this is, but Oh, well. Oh, Kendall. Well, I don't know if you're still here, Kendall, because it's been a few minutes since I looked at the chat. Love you, Kendall. Okay. All right. So I yarn over. Now I'm going to do the Tunisian part. It's super easy. It's really not hard. 1, 2, 3. Go in. Pull up a loop. No. Yarn over. No. Oh, crap. I have one, but it doesn't, like, it, like, doesn't. When I tried it the other day, it, like, my hook, it, like, see, this says and crochet hooks on it, so it's not just knitting needles. If I put it in the 6.5, the K, it fits. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, never mind. This isn't the one I was using. What was the one I was using? Because this works. Because it doesn't fit in the 6. It fits in the 6.5. Doesn't fit in the 6. Fits in the 6.5. And the 7's too big. Yeah, it's definitely a 6.5. What? I was using something else because now that I'm looking at this, this isn't the one I was looking. Y'all, this is really cool. You get this on Amazon. It's Knitter's Pride. It has yourself a little gauge swatch thing in the center. It is a little elephant. And then its trunk is actually a cutter. You can cut yarn with it. Like you can just, and it cuts real, it's nice and sharp. I don't know what I was using the other day because this was not it. Because whatever I was using, I could not figure out if it was a 6, a 6.5, or a 7 with what I was using because it was like, it was being weird. I think it was the one with the circles. I was trying to go up in it and it just, it's a thick 6.5 because it's a little tight in the 6.5. I'm trying to remember this initial setup round. I think I go in. Yeah, I go in, yarn over, go back in. That's what it is. Okay. All right. And then this is where I do the joining of the new other color. And it's not very expensive on Amazon either. I'm sure next time he reaches for it. You have the elephant, but don't use it. Well, same year. That's like the first time in I don't know how long I've used it to actually measure a hook. Because most of my hooks have their sizes on it, so I don't need it to measure hooks. So, but I wanted to have that in my arsenal because you never know. You never know. You might get a random hook sometimes. And I happen to have one. All right, so I'm going to pull through the first one. Tighten that down. And then I'm going to complete my return pass. Tunisian really isn't that bad. Oh, I gotta stop right there because I got 3. And turn it back this way. Happy birthday to James. Happy birthday to James. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Is he feeling better though? I know having a rough time, but how's the birthday boy feeling now that his house is a cat only house? Again. How is he doing? I know mine is turning 12. My middle child. Not my oldest, but my middle. And my youngest is 8 now. It's like, like my oldest, y'all, is, oh my gosh, she's going to be 15. I can't believe I'm saying that she's going to be 15 next year, Frizzy. 15. Y'all, that's a driving age. I started driving at 15. Now, my husband started driving at 14, but that's here nor there. None of them are going to be learning that soon because we don't live in the country. Now, they have driven like those side-by-side four-wheeler type things. They've driven those, but that's it. That's good. I'm glad he's back to normal. That should make your mama heart happy. Well, I know that makes your mama heart happy. I don't know why I'm sitting here going really slow. Like, I feel like I'm moving like a snail on this. I know. Time flies when you're having fun. Yep. I love when we start talking about our kids' age. Yes, I know. I'm young. But still, y'all were at that point where, okay, yes, you guys have all these older adult children, but like, remember back to the day when they were beginning to drive. Like, come on. That's huge. Huge. It is huge when your child is getting to the age that they're going to start getting behind the wheel. I think what's throwing me on going slow on this is because of the hook. It's so big. And then she's going to be in high school next year. And then, after that, it's going to be going off to college. And then after that, hopefully getting married. And then, getting married and then having children. And, in that order, hopefully. If it doesn't happen in that order, if that's not God's will, then we'll take what we get from God on our path. So we'll take it. 3. Let me put my tail back to the back. Okay, so I need to go here. And then here. I hope I'm not messing up this square. It's been a week since I worked on these. Because I had a sneeze coming. Somehow I was twisting these the wrong way because they weren't twisting the right way. I feel like a back sneeze has worked itself up. Come on, let me finish this row, this pass before you sneeze. Okay. Do you know how the floss and crochet? Marty. Yeah, I need to reach out to her and see how she's doing. I know. James will be in middle school. Yep. Mine just started middle school this year. My almost 12-year-old. Is he not in middle school yet? My soon to be 12-year-old will be, or he's in 6th grade right now. Or maybe you didn't send yours off as soon. And he's only 6th grade because he's 6th grade according to church. If he was at public school, I don't know if he'd be 6th grade. He might be. I don't know. We don't do grades, with homeschooling. So I go based off of the church. Hey, if that's what you got to do today, Steven, I totally understand. I totally understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good still. I haven't given up on the Tunisian stitch swatches. I still have to finish that one from 2 weeks ago. But he's in intermediate school in 6th. Oh, they don't call that middle school? Okay. Here, our middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And I don't know why we have to have that be different all over the place. We're one country, I know we're all different states, but grade-wise should be all the same, so it's less confusing for people. I know Canada has a different thing, the way they call their different grade levels. They have like junior kindergarten, I think, and then senior kindergarten or something like that, if I remember correctly, because in all the homeschool researching, you come across some of the Canadian videos sometimes. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Ugh. Ouch. Y'all notice a different looking blanket behind me at all? Orange, black, maybe? Oh, okay. Good morning, Dawn Aaron. I need to email you back. Unfortunately, I just don't think I'm going to be able to pull the funds together to do your Christmas box. I'm so sad. I might have to do it next year. Put me on the list for next year. I want to get it. I just can't scrounge it up fast enough. I don't want to make you wait too long. Yeah, so this is actually, y'all, this is a blanket I actually what's the word I'm looking for? I took it back, so to speak. But the person that had it is no longer with us. And so when we were cleaning out my mother-in-law's apartment, I came across this and I went, oh, she's the one I made that for, because I remember making this color of a blanket. And I made this. This is one of my blankets that I made way long ago when I first started crocheting. This, and y'all, if you look at it, it is homespun. Look at this yarn. Look at that. That is homespun yarn in black. Actually, it was one. I think it was just one skein. Like, it was all in one skein. Like, it color changed like this. It color pulled like this. It was all, like, just, I did not use 2 different colors. It was all in one skein of yarn. And that's how it came out. And it's just the V-stitch. If I look at it, it goes this way. It looks like the V-stitch. But yeah, I saw that in her apartment as we were cleaning it out, and before anybody else could snag it, I was like, oh, I'm taking that back. I'm taking that back. So, yeah, I am not intimidated by homespun. I don't mind working with this stuff, but it's been, gosh, I think this was probably, I don't know when the last time I used homespun, but this was one of the times. But it's just a small little throw blanket. It's not huge. It was just big enough for her to throw on her couch. And so I decided, I was like, oh, I have got to take that back. Now I got to put it back on here. So I have a little piece of me and her back. But I've had it for a while. It's just been in it was in a tote, storage tote for the longest time, and I pulled it out, and my son had it in his room, and I was like, I'm going to take this downstairs and show it to you guys. It is super drapey. I don't know what size hook I used when I made it. I did not do very much of the big hooks then, so I don't think it was very big. Homespun makes the best yes, they do. Thank you, Don Erin. Yeah, we're just hanging out. I'm making Tunisian squares for Michael's MDL's stocking that he put out. These are my colors. In person, just ask Melissa. Well, not in person, but I took a picture of them and sent it to her. But like, look, the colors actually look better in person. Like, it's purple and blue, or purple and teal. Very jewel tone colors. And then it's going to have somewhere, I don't know where I put it, I'm going to have a sparkly white fold over part at the top. Magical Yarn Barn. Oh, I love it. I know, Steven. I'm so jealous. I was like, so I don't try to win a lot of his things because I would rather a lot of his subscribers get his yarn, and honestly, I don't need a lot of it in my house anyway. And so like a lot of the giveaways, I kind of stay out of, honestly, because it's, I'd rather other people get it. And, some things I'll try for, and if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's like, whatever. Move on to the next one. And I'm not there to win the stuff, to be honest. So I am not going to come up there and change the channel again. But I will turn the camera off if you want to come give me a hug. Do you want to come give me a huggy hug? Hold on. Oh, not the microphone, the camera. Come here. They can hear you, but they can't see you. Oh, how's your toe?
Good.
Is it better?
Still.
It's still a little achy. All right, go watch it, please. Aw, thank you, Don Aaron. Sorry, I had to give my little one a hug. He came down. He wants me to change the channel on the TV upstairs, but I'm like, I've already changed it twice this morning. We're good. So, thank you for the little love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I like that. I like the name of that barn, the Magical Yarn Barn. Love it. Love it. That's awesome. Okay, we're good. Don't wake him up, please. Squishy squeezes. Yeah. He curled up in my lap, actually. He got up in my lap. Instead of just standing here and gave it to, he like curled up in my lap, and I was like this. He's so sweet. Yep, he got some lovin's. I know that if you guys just were to do some Google searching, you could find him, but so I just noticed the sorry squirrel. I know you guys could probably go find his picture out on the internet, but I'm like, at least on here, I try not to show him off too much. But if you're members of Frizzy's Discord, I'm pretty sure we've shared pictures of our families there, so. You would have seen my little crew. Y'all, I went and dropped my daughter off at her youth group last night. My middle child went to dinner with a friend for his birthday, for the friend's birthday. The friend and him have birthdays close to each other, 2 weeks apart or something like that, but they're like 2 years apart in age. But anyway, I dropped her off and I came home, and the youngest wanted to play on the computer, play his little BeamNG game or whatever, that we have to turn the computer on, put a pin code in so he can play. And I said, I will let you play that if you read this story that you read to me for school to Daddy. And he did. And y'all, he's doing so much better. Like, I think it's slowly starting to click. I don't think he has any reading issues. I think he's just a boy, and it's just taking him some time to get it, and that's all it is. Because he read through a story yesterday about a hat, and this girl had a dream, and it was talking about each bubble. It was like the yak had a hat, the rat had a hat, the cat had a hat. It was like a bunch of different things like that, and he read them all by himself, fluidly, for the most part by himself. Very little help from me at all. There was one I had him restart because he was trying to rush to read it, and so he was messing up. And so I said, all right, hold on, take a breath, let's start this over one more time. And he read it through just fine. Tanks Hanks. I love Tanks Hanks. 13 mugs done, but now I need to make 3 individual stitch markers for 13 boxes and buttons. I must be crazy to do this every year. I really want to do your box down, Erin. Like, I've got a pattern coming out, and I've got some stuff to sell, but it's just hard to sell to the crochet community because we all make things already. So it's like I don't think I'll be able to. I could get the first initial amount. It's the rest of it that I'm like, I don't want to make you wait. So that's why I need to email you. It is boy syndrome, Rebecca. That's all it is. It's just boy syndrome. I know, right? Yep. He butt dialed you, huh? Yeah, I try not to put the kids on the YouTube. I did tell my daughter that I'd like to share, or I'd like to do videos with her someday, but I still feel weird doing videos with like them around, and so Dawn, Erin, you're here. I can show you the bag that well, maybe, hold on. I gotta get it out. Y'all, I went through my yarn yesterday. I was actually able to get all of my scrap yarn out of here, and I'm using this as a storage bin for things that I need to sew tails in. And so all my scraps are confined to the bigger bin, and my smaller bin is empty at the moment. I'm going to show you the awesome one. So this is the bag that we were talking about on your live the other day with Kendall. It is called the Hopeful Tote bag. It is a drawstring bag. You can use these as handles like this. And you can tie it and it becomes a little like gift bag type thing. So it's basically done. I just need to go through and fix the notes and things in it, and then I'll release it. But I don't have Etsy or anything, or Ravel. I'm not going to put it on Ravelry. So I have a Ko-Fi page that I'm using, and that's where I'm going to list that's where I'm listing my patterns. So, and to give you a reference of how big this is, here's a skein of Big Twist right here. It, like, it's hard to show you it in there. Like, you could fit a whole project in here. Camera. Camera, there we go. You can kind of see it in there. And if I hold it on the outside, it'll be better because then you can really get its idea. So it can be, you can make it different sizes. This is just one size. I made it with cotton, and so I have my scrappy bag. I love my scrappy bag. Same bag, same pattern. Panda. Antonio's here. Oh yeah, it still goes out. Yeah, I definitely want to try. If I can't get it this year, for sure next year. And so I made a little soap sack version of it. This is in cotton. My pattern is written with this one. I whipped this one up to take pictures for my pattern. So this is a little small, like purse type size. This is the pineapple bag, as people called it, because it looks like a pineapple. So there's the I mean, you can make it in all kinds of sizes. And then I'm sending this one to Frizzy because she's doing a subscriber monthly gift away. And oh, this is how big that bag's going to be. It's a pretty decent sized bag. It's just squished, and so it looks smaller, but you can put easily 2 or 3 of these in here. So this one's more crossbody. Frizzy, you'll have to let me know. Do you want me to put a second drawstring on this so it can be like the normal pattern, or do we want to keep this crossbody for your gift away? Let me know. I can whip a strap up like this in no time. So please don't hesitate to let me know. Or don't feel bad if I need to change it. It could, yes, it could be turned into a backpack. Panda. Look, I'm working on my squares. I'm working on my squares for my stocking. Maybe. If I can get my hook in the right place. Doesn't want to go in the right home. There we go. No, last night my youngest and my husband were messing around, and my youngest was by me, and he was running to go towards Daddy to mess with him, and Daddy slid the footrest towards him, and his little pinky toe hit the little foot underneath it, and yeah, it's a little sore this morning. Poor thing. Maybe make it with it. Okay, no worries, I can do that. Hugs to everybody. Thank you, Steph. I cannot stop making the pattern. Like, look, Dawn Erin, I even took the pattern and I turned it into a blanket. It's going to be coming out eventually. I need to get these out as soon as possible so I can start making some money for my Dawn Erin Christmas box. And then I have, where's my blanket at? There's that one, but where's my blanket? Oh, it's right there. Look, I even started another bag, like, in my favorite yarn. I've got another bag going. Like, I love this pattern so much. It's in Happy, Mandala Happy. Love it. It's my favorite. And then I have my blanket called, oh, what did we call this one? No, the rectangle one is that one. This is the one I don't have a name for. I do have a pattern for the bag. It will come. I have to fix a few of the notes on it. Marianne, Mama Wench, helped me test it. And so with our conversation, there are some things I need to go and just make some notes and just make sure it's good and finalized. And it'll be out either today or tomorrow. So it'll be out soon. Friday is a birthday party for all November birthdays. Waterfall. So I don't have a November birthday. My birthday's in May. My son has a November birthday for sure. Okay, there we go. I had to get this turned the right way. You need me to organize your yarn? Go get these little shelves from Target. They're 9x9 or 3x3, so there's 9 cubes. They fit a lot. These are 13-inch cubes. They're bigger than the ones you can get at Walmart that are like the same thing, but they're a lot tinier, and they're 10-inch boxes. 10-inch cubes. These are 13-inch cubes. So they're a little on. They're not they're pricey-ish, but not expensive. That makes. I mean, it's fake wood. You're gonna pay for it, but they're easy to put together. I put them together on my own. No help. And they fit a lot. Like a lot of these cubes, I could push this yarn to the back and it would still have like, I literally have about 5 or 6 inches of cube in front behind all of this yarn. I could fit a whole lot more in here. I just don't because it doesn't look as nice when it's pushed back like that. So Target, yes, IKEA does sell them, but I think these are cheaper than IKEA and they're more accessible because IKEA is like harder to get to for some people. But yeah, all of the cubes behind me are from Target. So these right here with the books on them, these are only 1 cube shelves. They're literally individual cubes. The ones right directly behind me and to the side, those are 3x3s. And then this one right here behind my head is 1x2. I want to say these were about 80-ish. This one's about 30 maybe, this 1x2. And these are like 20, 25. Don't get the individual ones because you can get this 1x2 cheaper than you can get these 2 individually. And they have all different kind of sizes. Yes, but calyx shells, I don't know how these are in comparison to the calyx shells, but these, y'all, calyx IKEA furniture, if it were to ever get a flame to it, would literally go. We had a calyx shelf. We had a 5x5 one a long time ago, and it was falling apart, and we decided to burn it in our fire thingy. We were like, that furniture's in our house. That's like fire kindling. So we are not a huge fan of buying furniture, especially the calyx from IKEA. But, everybody, if you want to, that's totally fine. I'm not going to stop you, but nor can I, but okay, gotcha. Good morning, Magic Frog. 8:30. We're doing good on time. And it's still taking me an hour and a half to get 1 square done because I'm sitting here chit-chatting. Chitty chatty. Chit chat, chitty chatty. Like, these work up fairly quick. I just need to have the motivation to do it. Yeah. These cube shelves are nice, I will say. I like them. And honestly, I got them from Target because then the nearest IKEA for me is 3 hours away. And Walmart's cubes were not as, yes, they were cheaper, but y'all, they're tiny. A lot tinier. And I just like see how thin this is right here behind me where the divider between the cubes is? That's how the cubes look on the Walmart ones. These Target ones have a thicker border frame on the outside. They are. The only thing I'm not sure of is because Michael hides it in the video with his hands, where his hand placement is. I'm like, I can't tell if my corners look the same as yours. But where I finish it, it has like a straight edge right here and not like a boop, boop, corner. And so I'm like, I know I have to like block these to make them look better, but like I don't know if I did this right because all of my squares, okay, this is the only one I gotta sew tails in on, but a lot of my squares, the edges, the corners, they all do this. They have this like slanted edge. So I'm like, I don't know if I did it right. I don't know. Whew, I might have to turn that off for a while. This thing goes off way too often. Susan, you're so nice. I love your encouragement. I love it. And the reason I'm being particular on how I'm twisting these is I'm trying to keep these two, because if I go the same direction every time, they twist on each other. And so if I go back and forth, I can keep these two strands untwisted. So if you see me like fixing that, that's all it is I'm trying to keep them from twisting. And sometimes I go the wrong direction because right now I have too much yarn out, so it's hard to tell when they're laying on top of each other if they're twisted or not. So, yep, I got, this is my 5th square, so then that means I have 8 more to go. Maybe I'll work on some today. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Do, 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 do. Yeah, now I'm really like excited. I want to get those patterns out. I need to write up my blanket pattern, the one that's nameless right now, and send it off to my tester, my tattern pester, so she can tattern pest it. There's a whole story behind that. I was trying to say pattern testers one time, and I said tattern pesters, and I said, you know what? From now on, here at JB's Crochet, you're going to be called a tattern pester. You're talking about your new blanket. Be hopeful, throw. Oh, yeah. Oh. Did we see? This is why I need to write stuff down. Because I thought, I don't know. Because the rectangular one is called, right? Is that the one that we named? The extending embraces? I think the rectangular one we're calling extending embraces. Yeah. Extending embraces. Or maybe, I don't know. Y'all need to help me remember now. And I need to write these down for sure this time. I knew I should have written it down yesterday. I was like, I'll remember it. Now I'm like, woo, I need to go back and read that. I need to go back and watch that live so I can remember what I said, because now I don't remember. Extended. So it went from grace to embrace. And I like, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing embrace. I'm pretty sure I was the one that put the one sleeve in your chat. Oh, that's funny. Oh, there's one sleeve on it. Yeah. That's funny. I don't really have a process, Arrow. I just kind of, I don't know. Whoever the Holy Spirit leads me to ask, to be honest. It just, it's just whoever, I don't really do open call or anything. I have a couple people that I reach out to, and then if for some reason they can't or something, then, like I said, the Holy Spirit just says, this is the person. So, so yeah, I think I like extended grace, but I somehow it got turned into extending embraces yesterday, and I'm like, that's it right there. That's it. Extending embraces, extended embraces, extending embraces blanket. Yeah. The extending embraces blanket is going to be the rectangular one, I think. It is the side to side one that I need to come up with a name for. That one I don't know. Or maybe it was that one. I don't see, that's the thing, I just don't remember which one I gave that name to because it's the same pattern from everything. Oh no, the rectangular one is extending embraces because I have that one upstairs written down in my notebook. It's written down. It's jeez, Susan. Yeah, embraces so that it was the hug thing. Susan, you're too funny. But for me, a favorite crochet technique, I do love Tunisian, but this pattern, the spike stitch that I've been doing, like I am just enthralled with it right now. Like I just want to keep doing it. The be grateful throw. Ooh, yeah. Tank, it keeps coming back to that one. So maybe that's what it just needs to be, Be grateful tote. Or see, I keep wanting to say the tote. Be grateful throw. Be grateful blanket. I like it. Be grateful blanket. Because I don't want to call it a throw because you can make it any size. A blanket can be any size. A throw is like, a lap blanket. Yeah, techniques. Yeah, I don't know. I love Tunisian, so maybe Tunisian's my favorite crochet technique. I don't know. I really like Tunisian though, so maybe that's what it is. I'm still not done with this square. It's funny. I'm getting there though. I hope I'm doing it right though, because I don't know, it's looking kind of wonky. I think I'm good. And that's how we play the name game. The back and forth. Yes, the back and forth throw. Oh, no. Oh, you're saying name. Okay. How about the blessing blanket? The blessing blanket. Yeah, that's a good one too. Well, you don't have to have B in the name. I was just, with that one, I was just thinking it would be fun to put that. I have the busy bee blanket, and so that's the one that I was pulling the bee from because we have JBs, you know. And then the other one is the cross pop, so that one doesn't have B in it. So B is not a requirement per se. It's just when I was just thinking that maybe we could play off of that a little bit. Still haven't tried the hexies yet, huh? Ooh, Tank, I like that. Be a blessing blanket. Yes. I will try, Melissa. I will try. It just doesn't come like that to me like it does for others. Michael and Juan just blow me away at how often they come out with something that I'm like, whew, I need to hurry up and put my patterns out so that way, you know, because I know they are creative enough that they will eventually figure this one out for themselves. Oh, Jay, is Jay leaving? Oh, have a great day, Jay. Thank you for coming. Okay, I need to write these down because now I'm going to forget them. I like that beat. What is it? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is running into itself over here. Ooh, wrapped in blessing blanket. I like that too. Be a blessing. Be a blessing. Be hopeful. Blessed blanket. Wrapped in I love that one, Magic Frog. Wrapped in blessings. Wrapped in blessings. This pen does not want to write. It's driving me nutso. I know, right? Melissa's like, seriously, y'all are like crazy. I want brains like that. Wrapped in blessings. I like that one. Yeah, this pen just, it's like, does not write fluidly. Good morning, Manuela. I like the wrapped in blessings blanket. I think that might be it. Tester, you know who you are. I think that's going to be the name. Be on the lookout when you get it. It should say wrapped in blessing blanket. I love it. You know, the great thing about the wrapped in blessings blanket is it doesn't have any of those weird stitches in it. The drop down front post extended double crochet, the DDFPEXDC. Oh my goodness. I need to turn that off because that you keep hearing is literally my camera notification telling me that, hey, somebody walked past this camera. And I'll get another one saying later it was a specific person. Wrapped in blessings. I love that name. Yes, you did, Magic Frog. Like, that was, so that's why I love having you guys all here, and you, like, all these ideas start getting to flowing, and we move from one name to another, and eventually it's like, that one. We almost always come up with one that's like, yes. Like the diamond, the cross pop one, I think Or was the diamond one that Melissa helped with? Like, I don't know if I've put that one out yet. I don't remember if I have. That'll be a little bit before that one happens. So I gotta come back around to wanting to do that one again. Like I said, I'm in this like crochet mode of the spiky granny thing that I'm doing cluster. Yay, worked for you today. Got a little bit left to go. I got at least, I gotta go around at least 1 or 2 more times for this square before I'm done. 1 or 2 more times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm on the round of 9 right now. So I have at least, I gotta go around 1 more time at least to get 11. Yay, 144 subscribers. That's awesome, Blair. And good morning, Blair. Is MDL here? He's not here in my chat, at least that I know of. If he's either lurking or sleeping or he's doing something else. But Panda's here. Panda's here. I got one of the pair here. Oh my goodness. Him in sleep. Oof. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he's on a different routine, so that's how he does it. But still, it just blows my mind. Because it blows my mind how someone can eat one giant meal in the middle of the day and be able to go the whole rest of the day, sleep, and wait until breakfast the next morning to eat again. I'm like, it just doesn't make sense to my brain, because my brain is like, we eat like every couple hours. What are you doing? How are you not hungry? And then it's like, well, you don't want to eat my food only because you don't like it, but you're saying you're full from the other meal. Settle for you. Stop it, Panda. No, we are lucky to have you here. Stop it. I will not have people talk about themselves like that. No, 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 no. You are just as special. You are just as worthy. You are just as important. You are somebody to us. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know that. I know that, Panda, but it's like, it still blows my mind, like how he can go as long as he does without sleep. It's crazy. I get it though. I get it. It's just my mind can't. Okay, here it's hard to explain. Like, I get it, but it still doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's not my norm. And so, like, I get it, but it's not my norm. That's all it is. Right, Melissa. Yes, give all Panda the love. Or, I said that wrong. Give Panda all the love. There we go. That's funny. Let's see. 6. I'm just checking. Make sure I'm on 9. 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm on 11. 10, 11. Maybe that was the last one of that round. I mean, I measured these and they were roughly 5 inches. It's hard to know because they're not blocked. So he says 5 inches or like 12 something centimeters or something. But like, this square is all wonky. Like, it measures roughly 5 inches. It's around there somewhere. Yes, hard to comprehend. Right, it's not my norm, so but I can understand it, if that makes sense. Like, I understand why he's not, why his sleep schedule is the way it is. It's just, it's a lot like the whole God thing. He's bigger than me, and it's hard to comprehend how small and minute I am compared to him. And it's just one of those in that category. It's just hard to wrap my head around fully, but I know, you know what I'm saying? I know, I really do too. I hate that he and others in his same condition have to endure things like that. It's just crazy that your brain can do that to you. It's just like it's just your brain tricking you too. It's like not really there, but it's your brain saying, "Oh, but it is," when it's not. That's one of those things I'm talking about. Like, it's hard to comprehend that. Yeah, don't scare them. That's funny. It's funny. When I'm on here with you guys, I can only get one square. And not even that. I probably won't even finish the square before I'm done with the live. Same here, Melissa, but not random people. Just my kiddos. And sometimes my husband. But I'm just, yeah. It's funny, Panda, with these squares, I'm not measuring them. I'm literally going until so when I look at his squares in his video, I counted the rows to see how many times it color changed. It was like 7 or something like that. And I'm only getting up to like 5. And I'm like, well, I must be using a bigger hook. I don't know. But I think he uses a 7. Anyway, I'm literally just looking, and you can see 4 rows of the purple folded over. So I'm on my last round, so to speak. Because I see on here, when they're fully done, there's 5 rounds from where the purple starts. 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 rounds. My 5-inch squares have 5 rounds. I'm 2 rounds shy of what his were. But that's just how I roll. It just makes sense, right? Just makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is the one this is the side that has the extra one. Throws me off every time. I'm like, there's only supposed to be 11. But one of the sides has 1 extra. And that is the side I'm on. What yarn? Hook size or tension? I don't measure anything either. Yeah, I'm like, well, so these are, I'm making them all the same, and then they're all measuring about 5 inches. Arrow, I am using, hold on, let me finish this return real quick. I'm using 2 different brands of yarn, by the way. One, the purple is I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the dark teal sparkle yarn is Mainstays, which I want to go and buy as much of the sparkle yarn as that I possibly can from Mainstays. I love it. You can't feel the, I guess people are calling it the stellina, but I don't know that this is actually stellina. It's called Metallico or metallic. It's 98% acrylic, 2% metallic. But it is the Mainstays Sparkle Acrylic from Walmart. And then this is Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn in Mixed Berry. So those are the two colors I'm using. Bah. Doing another wrap at the moment, much easier than Girl's Best Friend. Has he come out with one called The Girl's Best Friend? Another wrap, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, that's on 12 too. These are supposed to be even. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. These are supposed to be odd numbers. Why are they coming out even? That's another side of 12. Something ain't right here. My corners are matching up though. I did something wrong. Had to have, because they're not supposed to be even numbers. They're supposed to be odd numbers. So easy to mess up on this, I guess. This way. Yes, I have. I'm sure once you plug them, they'll make them the same. Yeah, make them the same size. Much easier than the Girl's Best Friend. I didn't know you came out with one called the Girl's Best Friend. Huh. I've been in the dark. For some reason. These are supposed to be odd numbers, and for some reason, I have even numbers. One side is supposed to be an even number, not multiples, because now I have two sides with 12. I've counted twice. Hold on. Because now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, now I have 13. I want to finish this, but I'm not going to be able to. I need to start. I think I need to start binding off now, because I have 4, 4, 4, and 4. Yep, I need to start binding off. I need to start binding off. I think, yeah. Oh yeah, finish the row. Turn it around. Did I do that right? I feel like I did something wrong there. I might need to go back and watch the video again. I feel like I need to start. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I need to come back to. Hold on. I need to come back to this one right here. It's been a while since I've done this part, so now I'm like, crap. Still feel like I need to come back through one more. Okay. Bind off. Sorry, I'm like having a crisis here. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Steffi! Hello, hello. Got 3 minutes. Can I bind off in 3 minutes? I don't know. This is where the crochet hook will come in handy, because then I won't have this giant hook hanging out the other end. Binding off. I'm almost done with this square. I want to make it by the end of this live. I need to reset. Oh no! The chat froze. No! Yeah, yesterday it like did something weird on my end, but it never affected you guys. I think it was yesterday, that or it was the day before. It was sometime this week. I hate that tomorrow's Friday. I hate that it's Friday tomorrow. I don't want it to be the end of the week. I like hanging out with you guys in the morning. But weekends I don't do. Although next Friday, you'll have to remind me to remind you. I probably won't. I don't know yet. Next Friday's up in the air on whether or not I will be here or not. Yay, that's awesome. 4 p.m. in Germany. See, that's crazy. I know the world is huge and it's like we have all these different times around the world. So it's like it being 4 p.m. ahead of me, you know, it's just mind-boggling to me too. Working my way around. See, like, I don't even know if my counts are right, Panda. I'm just like hoping and praying that I have the right number of stitches. What I might have to do is, because this one ended up having the 12, that I need to go back and count, but what I might have to do is mark this one with a stitch marker saying, like, this one I'm iffy on the stitch count. So maybe it could become the heel of the stocking, where it's like bunched up weird, where it doesn't really have to worry too much about the stitches on the outside. Oh no, Lisa, we'll miss you too. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Work, you know, if you don't do your work, you know, then yeah, not good things will happen. My squares, it's so funny. They go whoop and from the corner to the corner. They like curve up. They go whoop. 10 a.m. Canadian time. Well, that makes a little more closer to sense to me, just because, you know, we don't share the same. I think we share a lot of the same time zones, kind of, because they're just as big as us. I don't know. I'm guessing. I am guessing. I don't know what's going on here. This sums up right at this spot over here. I don't know. This square might just be funky. It might just be funky. I know he says he goes around the corner, but how far? You know? I'm going to go right there. All right, I know we're hitting 9 o'clock at this point. No, I don't want to update right now. Thank you, computer. All right, square is almost done. I got to detach my other one there. I mean, it looks similar. It looks similar, see? It looks similar. Whether it's the same, I have no clue. Get off of there, thank you. I mean, it's about the same size. They just like to curl up when they're sitting in these piles, and they do like these little basket-like looking things. There's 5 done. I've got 8 more to go. And I still have plenty of yarn. 1 skein each, y'all, and I got almost half. That's so cool, Melissa. Love it. Yeah, next Saturday or next weekend, I'm driving my daughter to Missouri to go see a boy and his family. So we're going to have a girls' weekend celebrating a birthday. So I haven't decided. I might have time to come on and do my live Friday morning, and then as soon as I'm done, we'll leave, kind of thing. That's why I'm like, I got to figure out when we're going to leave in order to get there by a certain time. So you're welcome, Steffi. I got 1 square done. Yes, Susan. Susan, I love it. Awesome, Amber. You're so funny. Party Marty. I think you just come up with all these fun nicknames for everybody. All right, guys. I got to get off here. I love you guys. I appreciate you being here, and I'll tell you in the Discord, Frizzy. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great Thursday, and stay healthy, stay happy, be kind. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. See you later.